That is Jess on vacation. And we have arrived in Spain.
Yay! We're currently walking along the coast to a site that Stephen has always wanted to see.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning!
Welcome to Spain. It's so exciting that we are finally in this country. I swear when we were doing Portugal last year on our family holiday, so many of you said, why aren't you going to Spain? And here we are. So we just went and ordered some breakfast in bed, have a bit of a cheeky coffee, and our shore excursions for the day have actually arrived, but we'll get to that. Ooh, nothing like having breakfast delivered to you.
So this actually isn't our first taste of Spain, because yesterday we stopped off for a few hours at the sleepy port town of La Coruna, and we spent the afternoon roaming through the cute little streets.
And we have arrived in Spain.
Yay! And just like that, we're in La Coruna. You literally walk off the ship, 2 minutes later, you're at the old town.
One thing we've just learned about Spain is that on a Monday, everyone just likes to take the day off. So nothing's really open today, which is actually quite nice. We just get to stroll through the streets and just kind of enjoy it. It's quite peaceful at the moment.
So something super unique about this port stop is there's actually a Roman lighthouse. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site because this thing was built in the 2nd century and it is still working today. It's almost 2,000 years old. Imagine building it and thinking in 2,000 years they'll still be using it.
So towering over us. When people would have seen this like in the 2nd century coming through on their boats, this probably would have looked like the equivalent of maybe, you know, the skyrise in Dubai. Like this would have been such a marvel to look at. And it's still today. All these thousands of years later, it still is a marvel now.
But now we're here in Bilbao and we've got a big day planned.
So we've actually booked our shore excursions through the cruise and we have so much fun stuff planned for you guys today. So we're just gonna head down into the city of Bilbao and show you what to do around here.
There's 2 chairs over there. You have to get close.
So we're starting our morning here at a little cafe and we are trying our first tortilla for the very first time. It is basically like a Spanish omelette, so it's made of egg and potato, and we've got some coffees and it's been served up with some bread. But it's kind of cool because when you go into the cafes, they have all the food just in front, so you just choose whatever you want and then they'll make you your coffee or your drink and then you just come sit out and eat it. But I've always wanted to try one of these. It's like, yeah, potato and egg. It's like a super thick potato-y omelette. That's really good.
And that will probably fill you up for the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers. Our first cheers in Spain. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we're currently in the north of Spain and I did not realise how green and luscious it is here. We're currently walking along the coast to a site that Stephen has always wanted to see.
So not too sure if you guys know, but I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. We have done a few trips where we've gone to filming locations, and in season 7 there was this episode, and when it aired, I swear the first thing I said to Jess was, we need to visit that spot. And then we did some Googling, found out it was here in Spain, and do you know what the beauty of it all is that it's not all CG. There's this beautiful bridge that goes across to this island, and I think when you initially watch it you're like, oh yeah, that's probably a set, but it's not, and we're right here at the spot. Welcome to Castle Rock or Dragonstone if you watch Game of Thrones.
I've become a drifter with no land that I can tell, no winter coat to keep me
So I think what I love so much about this scene is this bridge and everything is real. Of course, they've just added an epic castle, Dragonstone, at the top, but this whole walkway is real and it's
Look at
amazing.
this place. I literally feel like I'm in Game of Thrones right now. Like, how medieval does this look?
Can I say to calm your cries? No thunder rolling in your bones, no lightning.
So we've made it to the top, but no, there is no Dragonstone Castle, but there is a church built in the 10th century, and they say that if you ding this bell 3 times, your wish will come true. So I'm going to ding that bell.
That was not one easy feat. There's a church up here built for John the Baptist, and if you were to come to service up here, you were dedicated. That is a long walk every Sunday.
So we've now come into the old Quarter of Bilbao, and this place is so cute. There's all these beautiful little narrow alleyways with balconies with flowers on them, and we loved trying the pinchos this morning. So today for lunch we've decided we're going to go and try a lot more pinchos.
Whenever we come to Europe, I can never get over the cobblestone walkways when you're just coming through the old quarters.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. We just grabbed a bunch of pinchos, basically a bunch of seafood, seeing as we're so close to the coastline. And we found one that has camembert and sun-dried tomato and quince, and it looks amazing. I feel like this one's going to be my favorite. And we got sangria. We tried this one time in Portugal, but now we are actually in Spain trying sangria. It's basically like a cold, fruity wine, but cheers, Steve. I definitely feel like I'm in Spain now. So we grabbed a big plate of grilled prawns. These are called brochette, and it's got prawns and octopus. Again, more seafood. I think she said this was smoked cod with prawn, and this is the one I talked up before. This is the one I've been most excited to try. It was so good, this one.
This is such good finger food if you're just coming to a pub, because it feels like we're currently in like a Spanish bar at the moment. It tastes like camembert cheese with a little bit of jam, so it's like that sweet and cheese taste if you like that. But when you just look at what you've ordered, and even though it's a bunch of finger food, it literally looks like an entire meal just in front of us.
I realise why we love pinchos so much. It's because you can order all this food, have a giant meal, and literally try 6 or 7 different things. And the flavours are amazing. I feel like this is like the only small little taste we've had of Spain so far. I'm sure there is so many more things that we need to do and see and learn about Spain. So make sure, if you want us to come back, because this is our last stop here in Spain, make sure you comment below where we need to go, what we need to do, what we need to try. But yeah, we love this place.
Some would say we've had a pinchos taste of Spain.
Sun rises behind her eyes, but she still can't see it. And she beside me, I walk slowly.
Morning, Bobs.
Have you seen how flat the water is today?
Yeah.
Like, I did not expect this. Like, it feels like we're in the Caribbean, not like off the coast of the UK and France and stuff. But today is a sea day, and I'm starting to think that sea days are one of my favorite parts about a cruise, because they are just so relaxing. And today we have big plans to relax.
So I have this spot on the Sapphire Princess called the Sanctuary, and it's kind of like a retreat on the ship. So you can lock in for a morning or afternoon session. You just go in there relaxed. We may have booked in some cheeky massages.
And they have like healthy foods and juices. I think they have our own private like pool area and spa.
Yeah, and there's some saunas and thermal areas that we can go relax in. So that's
today's plans.
That is literally today's plans.
Alrighty, starting off our relaxing day with some fresh juices overlooking the sea.
This is the sanctuary just here, so it's this whole section on the front of the boat. The deck is actually, well, where they dry the boat is just below us. And it's just kind of us just relaxing here.
Yeah, there's like barely anyone around.
Which is super nice.
Downstairs, there's hot saunas, a hot spa.
Almost like a private pool, because not many
no
people
one's
come.
around.
Yeah, which is so nice. That is Jess on vacation.
This one's mine.
We've just come into the steam room.
Oh, they can definitely tell. You are fogged up like crazy.
Let me fix this for you guys.
And goodbye.
Alrighty, Jess.
Enjoy.
See you later. Just about to have a nice little massage. But we'll see you guys on the other end.
That was like the first time I almost fell asleep from a massage.
That was so good.
Oh my gosh. I'm so tired now.
It was like a 50-minute. Did you pick the ginger or did you pick the other one?
I did the ginger. So it was like a body scrub, and then I had a back and shoulder massage.
Same.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, and it was like
so good.
50 minutes of almost like napping because it's just so relaxing. So seeing as we're in the retreat side of the cruise, we thought, let's go for a little bit healthy with our fresh juices. We got a bit of a dip with some different salads, and then we've gone for a tuna salad. This is probably how we should have eaten for most of the cruise.
We're probably going to order a slice of pizza after this, aren't we?
Bonjour, everyone. Welcome to France.
Alrighty, we've tried our red wine and now it's time to try some French cuisine in this beautiful chateau.